Hey guys, so at this point, you should have already read through our first announcement. Our first announcement being all of the new good information that we have around digital learning. You should have completed these three Google Forms that I need for you. They're due tomorrow by 7:30. If you don't get them to me tomorrow by 7:30, just try to get them to me as soon as you possibly can. Moving on, we are going to move on to our next assignment, our first assignment. Our first assignment is going to be housed in a digital INB. So over spring break, Miss Hansen spent a lot of time making this digital notebook for you guys. So if you click on the assignment, so this is what my screen looks like because all of you guys have been assigned it in period 3. But if we go over here to instructions, this is what your screen should look like. So we have our instructions here. You'll notice that I do have it saying that this digital notebook is worth 50 points. Don't worry about points for right now. I will let you know how many points things are worth. For right now, I put 50, but we will work through that as we go along in the notebook. Anywho, so if you read through our instructions, it will tell you basically what I am telling you in our video. So this is our digital notebook. So you're going to click on this link and it's going to bring you up to this page. Let's do that now. Open up your notebook. The first thing I want you to notice, and mine doesn't say it because this is my copy, but up here it's going to say copy of digital INB weather. What I would like you to do is just put your last name so then I know. So I'm going to write Hansen digital INB. So we're just going to go up to our title of our slide deck and we're going to change it from saying copy to having our last name and then our digital INB. Let's do that now. The other thing you can do, if that took you just a couple of seconds, the other thing you can do is we can add our name. So your name is going to be right up here and it's going to say either Andrew Simpson, or we're going to have Giovanna, Barba, we're going to have Jack Collins. Any of your names are going to be up here in our student name. So all you have to do is click on this and it makes it editable, if that's a word. And you can go in, change that name, and make sure it has yours. All right. Okay, so at this point, you've just put your name on things. The next page that you're going to see in here is your student resource page. This is the second page in our notebook. This page I'm going to periodically update with new information that may help you during our digital learning adventure. So I have a little column for academic help, I have some social emotional help, and I have some home help. So academically, if you need any extra support, I'm going to add some academic support here. Social emotional help, I am contacting Miss McRae and I'm making sure that you guys have all of the access to the information you might need. The final one are some just informational pages. So the Creighton homepage, the Jeffco homepage, and then if you need grab and go meals, if you need to figure out where those are. All of these, anything that's underlined is a link. So as you can see, I have my little crosshair mouse right now. And if I go all the way up to this counseling request form, it'll change slightly. If I just click on it right there, it brings up our link. And this is actually a request form for if you need to talk to one of the counselors. Okay, so you would just come here and you would fill that out if you need it. Up to you. So that is our student resource page. If you need anything, just please check this page. I'm going to try to keep it updated as much as possible. So our next page is going to be our table of contents. So I already have it. I'm going to be the one filling out the table of contents for you because I'm going to do a fun, handy trick. And I'll show you that trick in just a second, not just yet. But for now, we have our page 3 is our weather vocabulary overview, and our page 4 is our weather a review. So as you can see, and if you actually read my instructions, I'm gonna go right back to here. If you actually read these instructions, you're gonna know that we're using the beginning parts of this INB as a review for what we learned before spring break and before digital learning. So we're going to go through it and we are going to just do a review. We're going to add those things. And this entire week, we're going to be filling out our notebook to add those review components. So then we can work our way into really cool weather events. So the next page after our table of contents is going to be just our weather vocabulary overview. If you remember at the very beginning of the unit, we had all of these words that we made into a graphic organizer. If you have your graphic organizer with you, you're welcome to add some of the stuff from there. But if you do not have it with you, just follow our directions. So in the following graphic organizer, you're going to write all that you remember about each vocabulary word. So where it says edit text, that's kind of what I'm going to use for throughout the notebook. That'll tell you where you can add things to it. So you'll notice like you can't change where it says weather, but you can come over here to where it says edit text and you can click that and you can highlight it and then backspace it, erase it, and add in what you would like to add. I'm going to go back so I do not lose that. Another thing you'll note is that on this page, I have the title. I also have the date that it was assigned. So I'm assigning it today, March 31st. But this is a notebook that you're going to be able to work at your own pace. So if you don't get to it on the 31st, that's absolutely okay. I would recommend that you get it to it tomorrow, and I would try to work on each vocabulary page or pages that you need to do on the day that they're assigned. However, again, I understand situations might be really difficult for everyone to get that done, so do it as best you can. So now that you have seen our first page, I'm going to turn to our second page. Okay, so we just go right to the next one. And this has all of your directions. So you're going to watch these 2 videos and then you're going to move to our next page. On page 5, you're going to determine some similarities and differences between the 2 videos. The next thing you're going to do is on page 7, you're going to answer the prompt on page 6, which, well, it's a little confusing. I just copy and pasted this. So we're going to answer this prompt. What do you think is so difficult to predict about the weather and what factors might go into it? Again, we have an edit text here, so you can edit this text box as well as this one. So remember when I was talking about our table of contents and how I had a really cool trick? So if you go back to your table of contents, and let's say we're going to have this pretty filled out by the end of it. Let's say you want to go to your weather review, but you really don't feel like scrolling or clicking through all of them. Well, Miss Hansen has created a little bit of a shortcut. So I told you very, very beginning that if if words have an underline under them like this, they might be linked. Well, if you check this out, if you click on that word, it'll link to that slide. So I just hit that and it goes directly to the slide that I need to work on. These are also linked. So I have that linked to the next page. And then if we go here, it'll go to slide 7. So guys, you are going to continue adding to this notebook. I'm going to add new pages each day. And the entire notebook with the pages that I assign this week will be due on April 6th at 8 a.m. April 6th at 8 a.m. That is this coming Monday, so you have 1 full week to complete this assignment. So with that being said, if you have any questions about our digital INB or dINB, as I've been calling it to myself here at home, please email me and let me know. You may also add a comment about it. And if you have any of those questions, other people might have them too. So do not hesitate to ask. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and good luck with everything. Let me know if you need any help. All right. Love you guys. Bye.